your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. So you're actually commanded by God to love one another. It's not optional. This is why I said earlier, if they're not starting to show love, serving is a part of love, one of the parts, well then they're not saved. They're just a selfish brat. They could be a selfish kid brat. They could be a selfish 30-year-old brat, 6-year-old brat. It doesn't matter. Okay? This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. So laying down your life for your friends. This is for the saints of God. This is for believers standing before God right now, and God knows my heart, that I would die for real Christian brothers, real Christian sisters. Yeah, absolutely. Just go straight to heaven. I had a long life, good life, and you can continue forward. You know, that's why the guy that discipled John Knox, I don't want to say his name wrong. He's like, no, they're going to martyr me today. It doesn't need to be both of us. You keep going. One sacrifice is enough. And would you do the same? That's the question you'd ask yourself. Would you do the same? Now, would you do that for a true saint around the world? The key word there is a true saint who's really saved. We are not called to die for sinners. We're called to preach to sinners. You are not Jesus. Jesus died for sinners. You're not called to die for sinners. Don't have some pietistic savior complex and get the whole Christian community killed because you're some dumb pietist. We're not called to die for sinners. We can talk about that more at dinner if you're confused. We risk our life at times to street preach, sure. Some of these events, fag events, or murderers preach in front of a mosque, sure. We risk our life at times, okay? But I don't want to die for a sinner. You shouldn't want to die for some sinner. It's actually stupid. It's actually sin for you to do that. It's actually sin. You're called to die for saints, not for sinners. You're called to die to yourself, to your self-will. That's why I like that. Really love that Ian Bounds prayer book. Most of you are reading. Most of you are reading the prayer book going along, but it's like one page at a time. He said only crucified preaching will reach people's heart, and only a crucified man can do crucified preaching. And so if you died today for a sinner, how could you then serve saints? You're commanded to serve the saints. If you died for a sinner, how could you later die for a saint? You only got one life to live. Soon will pass. Only what is done for Christ will last.